Okay. Hello and welcome to VANIK-IAS. So today I will be discussing the current affairs part. So before starting my class, I'll talk something about how I will proceed towards my class that I will discuss. So this current affairs segments I have divided into two parts. First part is objective part, that is I will discuss objective questions, and in second part I will be discussing your mains question answer. Okay. So first of all I will go to the MCQ part. Question number one. Question. I will read out. Which of the following operations are related to Indian Navy? Its options are Operation Cactus, Operation Pakram, and Operation Rainbow. Choose the correct answer using the codes below. So, before answering this question, let me talk about why these questions we have framed. The context is that recently the INS Gomati was decommissioned. Okay, so this is what the question is here. INS Gomati. It was commissioned in the year 1988. Okay, in the year 1988, and after 34 years, now it is decommissioned. And this name Gomati is after river Gomati, right? But the question is, this INS Gomati has conducted several operations like Operations Cactus, Operations Pakran, Operation Rainbow. So question is, choose the correct answer. And to answer to this question is D, all three. Okay, all three. Now I will go to the question number 9. I will not go to question number 2, I will go to the question number 9. Okay. Question number 9, it talks about Right to Information Act 2005. Right to Information Act 2005. I hope many of you might have known lot many information regarding Right to Information Act 2005. That this act is available to whom and this act is not available to whom, right? So probably the Right to Information Act 2005, it is applicable to almost all government organizations, but it does not apply to certain body like Supreme Court, judiciary. The Right to Information Act 2005 is not applicable to judiciary. The reason being that they have their own version of right to information. So it is, that is not right to information, but it is like right to information, and they do not fall under this Right to Information Act 2005. First point. Second important point that I will be discussing here is that we all know that right to information is available to us since 2005, right? Since 2005. But it is to be noted that the right to information was available to someone before 2005. This is the unknown facts. This is the unknown facts, but this is true. How? If you see Article 78 and Clause C, if you see Article 78 and Clause C, it is regarding your duties of Prime Minister. It is regarding your duties of Prime Minister. In this, it is written, if the President so requires to submit for the consideration of the Council of Ministers any matter on which a decision has been taken by a minister but which has not been considered by the Council. It says that whatever information under Article 78 Clause C the President requires from the Prime Minister or the Council Ministers, then the Prime Minister or the Council of Ministers are bound to give information to President of India. It means the Right to Information Act constitutionally available to all the people of India since 2005, but before 2005 the right to information was available to only a single person, that is President of India. President of India under Article 78 and Clause C. This is one of the important fact. And in this context, question is, consider the following statement, Right to Information Act 2005. Statement 1 says, the Right to Information Act does not apply to constitutional bodies. The act applicable to the recipient of government grants. It is saying, consider the correct statements. It is saying, consider the correct statements. So if you say Right to Information Act does not apply to the constitutional body, initially I told right to information applies to almost all constitutional bodies. So your option 1 is eliminated, that is wrong. So answer is B. Answer is B. Answer is B. The act applicable to the recipient of government grants, even though some organization is private body, but they are in relation to government in one or the other matter, like they may be getting some grants from the government, so they will come under the Right to Information Act 2005. Okay. Now I will go to the question number 10. Question number 10. I will read out. Question number 10 says, 1. First assertion. Recently, Uttar Pradesh has taken over Maharashtra to regain its position as India's top sugar producer. Top sugar producer. Reason, majority of the UP's cane area being planted under the single variety CO 0238. Okay, this is the question. So we have to analyze. Actually, what has happened? The statement is given oppositely. Recently, instead of Uttar Pradesh, this should be Maharashtra. Maharashtra has overtaken, and this should be Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh. To regain its position as India's top sugar producer. So this is your assertion is false. Assertion is false, right? The moment you see assertion is false, A is true, both A and R are true, it means automatically your answer is B, C. Answer is C. Wait. What happened? Uttar Pradesh continuously planted the sugar cane of this variety CO 0238, and because of that it got affected with a particular disease, and name of that disease is red rot disease. Red rot disease, right? So this red rot disease is basically found in Indonesia and South Asia, but recently it is found in Uttar Pradesh. Because of that, the sugarcane production of Uttar Pradesh reduced, and hence Maharashtra overtaken to Uttar Pradesh as far as your sugarcane production is concerned. Hence the answer is C. A is false, R is true. Okay. Now I'll go to the question number 4. Question number 4. Question number 4 says, consider the following statement on technology development fund scheme, TDFS. Statement 1 says, technology development fund has been established to promote self-reliance in defense technology as a part of the Make in India initiative. And statement 2 says the scheme is executed by DRDO. And question is, select the incorrect statement using the codes given below. So as far as your technology development fund scheme is concerned, this scheme has been constituted by the government of India for defense sector, and that too for the self-reliance. It means in Hindi, डिफेंस सेक्टर में आत्मनिर्भर होने के लिए ये स्कीम को बनाया गया है, एंड दिस स्कीम इज एग्जीक्यूटेड बाय DRDO, राइट? सो बोथ द स्टेटमेंट 1 and 2 are correct, both are correct. This is also correct, this is also correct, but the question is select the incorrect statement. Hence nothing is incorrect, so neither 1 nor 2. Answer is D. Answer is D. Okay. Now I'll go to the question number 3, and this is a factual question. Question number 3. It talks about World No Tobacco Day is observed every year on which of the date? It is asking the particular date, and the answer to this question is A. Answer to this question is A. On 31st May. This is the correct answer. Okay. Now question number 2. Question number 2 is about assertion in region. Assertion says West Nile virus does not transmit it from mother to her child. Okay, and region is saying West Nile virus is a single stranded RNA virus. Question is select the correct answer using the codes given below, right? But West Nile virus generally it transmits from mother to child. It transmits from mother to child. So your assertion is that is A is false. A is false. Correct? Region is saying West Nile virus is a single stranded RNA virus. This statement is correct. This statement is correct. So answer to this question is B. That is A is false but R is true. A is false but R is true. Now question number 5. Question number 5. It says consider the following statement with regards to the Green Climate Fund. Statement 1 says Green Climate Fund is accountable to the United Nations. Statement 2 says it is guided by the principles and provisions of the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. And question is which of the above statement is or are not correct? We have to mark out this one are not correct. So Green Climate Fund is accountable to the United Nations. Yes, it is accountable to the United Nations. So it is correct. It is guided by the principles and provisions of the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. Yes, this is also true. So both 1 and 2 are correct. So neither 1 and not 2 are not correct. This is your correct answer. Okay. Question number 6. It is also a factual question and I think there is no need of any explanation. The questions, I will read out the question. Question number 6. Consider the following statement. Statement 1. India is the third largest importer of crude oil as well as third largest consumer of energy resources. In the recent context, the dependency of India on crude oil is higher than natural gas. Question is select the correct statement using the codes given below. Correct statement. So India is the third largest importer of crude oil as well as third largest consumer of energy resources. This is correct. In the recent context, the dependency of India on crude oil is higher than natural gas. That is also correct. So answer is C. That is both 1 and 2 are correct. Question number 7. Question number 7. Question number 7, it says, consider the following about the Prime Minister Gati Shakti Master Plan. It says, consider the following about the Prime Minister Gati Shakti Master Plan. Statement 1, it reads out, the Prime Minister Gati Shakti is a transformative approach, is driven by roads, railways and airports only. it will also include the infrastructure developed by state governments, right? So the Prime Minister Gati Shakti is a transformative approach driven by roads, railways and airports only, right? It is not only, it also includes other infrastructure. Other infrastructure. So your statement 1 is wrong. Statement 1 is wrong. It will also include the infrastructure developed by the state government. Yes. So the Gati Shakti, Prime Minister Gati Shakti master plan, it will include infrastructure both central government and state government. Okay. So your answer is B. Answer is B. That's 2 only. A is wrong. Now I'll go to the question number 8. This question is about the ancient monuments and archaeological sites and Remains Act 1958. This question has been framed in the context of excavations of Puri Jagannath temple, right? This was recently in the news. So this act actually prohibits construction within 100-meter distance of the prohibited area of the monument. Okay. So first we'll go to the question. Examine the following statements with reference to the ancient monuments and archaeological sites in Remains Act 1958. Statement 1 says Section 20A of Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Remains Act is prohibits to carry out any construction within 100-meter distance of the prohibited area of monument. Okay. Statement 2 says National Monuments Authority is a statutory body constituted under the Archaeological and Remains Act. Question is select the correct statement. Select the correct statement. So if you look at the statement 1, this is correct. If you look at the statement 2, this is also correct. So your answer to this question number 8 is on C. That is both 1 and 2 are correct. Both 1 and 2 are correct. I have already discussed question number 9 and I have already discussed question number 10. Okay. So in this I completed your objective type questions. Now I will move to mains question answer discussion. This is one of the important topic. So I request all of you to pay attention on this. Okay. So as far as IAS is concerned, IAS examination, IAS main examination is concerned, the single topic can be related to 3 topics, 3 to 4 topics. Say for example, the single topic can be related to history, that is modern history. Second, it can also related to your economy, labor economy part, labor economy. Third, you can also relate to polity, Indian polity. You can also relate it to Indian governance. And fourth, you can also relate it to ethics. So as far as IAS is concerned, you can relate it to 5 areas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Modern history, economy, that is labor economy part, polity, Indian governance and ethics. And as far as OPS is concerned, for Odisha Administrative Services, you can relate it to 4 areas. You can relate it to 4 areas: modern history, economy, polity and governance. Okay. Now I will discuss the topic. So before discussing the concept, I will just say something, that while preparing for civil services, don't get stuck in one area for one subject, because you will not get time to read entire subjects, no. So what you have to do? You have to do intelligent study. Intelligent. How you can do intelligent study? You have to interlink all the chapters where it is possible. Like in this context, you can relate this particular single topic to your Indian history, modern history, polity, economy, governance and ethics. So it becomes easy, life becomes easy. Okay. Now we will start the topic. During the framing of the Constitution, and when the Constitution was adopted by the Constituent Assembly, one of the great figure of that Constituent Assembly told, although from now onwards we will have equality as far as polity is concerned, he said, we will have equality as far as your polity is concerned, but we will enter into the area of inequality in the field of social and economic. So it is all the members of the Constituent Assembly, they agreed to this statement, and all in one go they advocated that political equality is ensured, but social and economic inequality is very difficult to achieve. Hence, the administration, after framing this constitution, need to take care of your social and economic democracy. I hope till this it is clear to you. Now I will discuss this forms of democracy, then I will go to the topic. As far as types of democracy is concerned, there are two types. One is direct and the other one is indirect. But as far as forms of democracy is concerned, there are 3 forms of democracy. Three forms of democracy What are they? Political democracy, social democracy and economic democracy. So during the discussion and debate of the Constituent Assembly, all members agreed that now onwards will be having political equality. And what is that? The political equality is nothing but right to vote, right to vote, right to vote. Right to vote. And what is the principal idea behind the right to vote? The principal idea behind right to vote is one man, one vote, one value. The principal idea behind right to vote is one man, one vote, one value. Right? One man, one vote, one value. So, what happened? If you look at this principle, it makes equal to all of us, whoever you may be, how much wealth you might have with you, and someone does not have any wealth, it does not matter. Your vote and his vote is equal. Okay? And the value of different people, the value of different people will be equal. So, one man, one vote, one value. So, in the political form of democracy, now we are equal. We all are equal. But if you look at the social democracy and economic democracy, it is very hard, it is very difficult to find out equality, right, in social democracy and economic democracy. But the framers of this constitution, the framers of the Indian constitution, they are so intellectual and they are so great that they have provided solutions to it. They have provided solutions to it. Solutions to it. Okay? Now we'll see what is that. Particularly, it is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar provided solutions to social and economic democracy. Solutions to the problems of social and economic democracy. Okay. So now we'll see what are the solutions provided by him. So as far as solution is concerned, we'll discuss one by one. So first I'll go to your social democracy. Social democracy. What happened during the constitution framing? The members had a debate and discussion that there are various group of people. One group belongs to Hindu, one group belongs to Muslim, one group belongs to Christian, and many more. What happened? The debate on religion went on in the Constituent Assembly, and Hindu people told that the Hindu dharma, the Hindu religion, it is not just religion, it is our way of life. It is our way of life. Similarly, the Christian people, they advocated that the Christianity, it is just not religion, it is our way of life. On the other hand, Muslim people, they advocated that, okay, this is also not just our religion, it is our way of life. It means without this, we can't live. So problem created. Now the constitution framers in the dilemma, they told, if every group have different way of life, then it is very difficult to put in the constitution, very difficult to put in the constitution. So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he provided a solution. He told, okay, someone might have different way of life, some other one might have different way of life. So what will you do? We'll develop a way of life that will belong to all of us across the country as a whole. Okay, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar told, we'll develop such a technique, such a way of life that it will be part of the each and every citizens of this country, whether you belong to the Muslim, whether you belong to the Hindu, whether you belong to the Christianity, it does not matter. This will be your part of way of life. Okay, part of way of life, way of life. And this way of life is what? This is about liberty, equality, and fraternity, okay, liberty, equality, and fraternity. So when there is the combination of these three, liberty, equality, and fraternity, you will be achieving your social democracy. You will be achieving your social democracy. And by combining these three, this combination of terms will be called as union of Trinity. Union of Trinity. So Ambedkar advocated that to solve the problems of social democracy, we need to emphasize on union of Trinity, and this union of Trinity is nothing but liberty, equality, and fraternity. It means if you are giving liberty, means you have to give liberty to all without any discrimination, that is equality, and slowly it will promote fraternity, right? So union of Trinity means liberty, the combination of liberty, equality, and fraternity, and this union of Trinity is called social democracy. And the constitutional framers, including Sardar Patel, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and all other members, they told that this is correct, that in political democracy we will be having equality, but social democracy we will be having inequality, some kind of inequality, and to solve this problem of inequality, we need to advocate your union of Trinity. We need to give emphasis on social democracy, that is the combination of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Correct? I hope this is understood to all of you. Now, I will discuss the second part, that is economic democracy. Economic democracy. Economic democracy. But to achieve economic democracy, it is also very difficult. Okay, but again, the constitution framers, they provided solution set. All the members in one go, they provided solutions to it, but the credit goes to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Credit goes to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, because he is the leader, he is the chairman of the drafting committee, no? And he provided lot many solutions to lot many problems. This is what is considered the leader, and credit goes to him. that economic democracy means bringing equality as far as your field of economy is concerned. Bringing equality, economic democracy means what? Economic democracy means bringing equality as far as economic field is concerned. Economic field is concerned. Okay. So how to bring equality, right? So say for example in India you might have seen construction workers. So female get different wages and male get different wages, right? Female get different wages and male get different wages. That is, female workers get different wages and male workers get different wages. But the contribution of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar towards the social economic democracy will be found in directive principle of state policy. Directive principle of state policy. In the directive principle of state policy, Ambedkar advised to insert a principle, directive principle, that we have to provide equal pay for equal work, both for men and women. Both for men and women. If you consider the Manrega, the Manrega program, in which the same wages are given to both male and female. But if you go to the private sector, there is the discrimination. The male workers get different thing, and the female workers get different wages. So, but Government of India has already done their work, that they have started giving equal pay for equal work. Like in an organization, say for example, male teacher and women teacher, they don't get different salary, they get equal salary irrespective of their gender, okay, in the government sector. Similarly, if you go for the Manrega, they are also the male and female get similar wages, right? So economic democracy is promoted by like this. This is one of the contribution, and this is one of the idea propagated by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in the Constituent Assembly. The second idea that he propagated is, initially the work hour was 12 hours, but it is inhuman. No, it is very difficult to work at 12 hours. No one can do it, no, in regular basis. One day or 2 days, it may, I mean, someone can do, or someone can work for, but regularly it is very difficult to do. So Ambedkar advocated, instead of 12 hours, it should be 8 hours. 8 hours. This is the important fact. So today, in the present situations, in the government departments, whether the states, all the state governments or the central government, the working hour is 8 hours. 8 hours. This was advocated by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar to promote economic democracy. Okay, to promote economic democracy. And the rest of the things are, it is given in the PPT, and this is all about your factual informations. Factual informations. Okay, in the PPT it is all about your factual informations. So I will not be discussing here. Please look at and just go through it. I have discussed all the major concept regarding this mains part, and the question will be like what should be the question of this topic. So you can just write down. The question is discuss and describe. I repeat, discuss and describe social and economic democracy as enshrined in the Constitution of India. I repeat, the questions to this discussion would be for mains part, discuss and describe social and economic democracy as enshrined in the Constitution of India. So I already talked about social democracy, I already talked about economic democracy, and how Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and other constitutional framers, they advocated solutions to the problems of social and economic democracy. So I hope it would have clear to you, it is clear to you, and the factual part is I am not discussing, you can just go through it. Okay. So with this I end this class. Thank you all, thank you for listening to me. Good day and good luck. कितने टाइम में